Welcome back. Well, Christopher Leigh was in a head-on collision with a semi in November of 2019. He obviously sustained some very serious injuries, which have required multiple surgeries. And to help with the financial burden, a benefit in his name is being put together. So with us today, we've got Stephanie Bayman. They're working with a great organization, Lend a Hand Up. First off, so sorry to hear this news. Tell us a little bit about what happened and how he's doing up to this point.
Well, Chris was actually up showing some properties, doing his thing as a real estate agent, and he sold them, which was the good news, and on his way back home, ended up head-on with a semi on a highway. And, you know, we got the news at the office, and everyone was just in complete shock, and all we had were the details of he was in a semi accident. And, you know, of course, you think the worst, and we eventually got a hold of his wife and kind of got the story of that he survived, which is the good news, but significant injuries. And, you know, when you hit a semi head-on, the front end of the car takes the brunt of it. So his legs were really what got the most force. So his knees, for lack of a better word, were kind of scrambled. His legs had multiple fractures, top, bottom, knees, right arm. So lots of surgeries to put everything back together, screws and bolts and plates and things like that to try to get everything going. Initially, he had to keep his legs completely straight out in front of him. So even after a few weeks in the hospital, his hospital ride or his ride home was an ambulance because they had to bring him home on a stretcher. So they got a hospital bed put into his living room, and his wife, who is a teacher at the high school in Holly, ended up kind of becoming his full-time caregiver. So obviously neither of them have been able to work since November 19th, which is a huge financial burden on their family, and along with all of the medical bills and things that are coming in too.
I got to imagine one of the toughest things is just how you deal with it up here, and to hit a semi head on. I'm hoping he's in the place of what a miracle that I'm here. I've got some reason for being here. So how's he doing mentally and how's he dealing with it?
100%. He's, you know, Chris is just a happy-go-lucky guy. At the office, everybody absolutely adores him because he would do anything for anybody. Everything is positive. Life is awesome. They're very strong in their faith and church in Holly, and I think that's been a big part of them getting through this. But he appreciates anything that anybody has done for him and is always positive. And you know, right away I kind of thought we need to be careful with him because at some point mentally this is going to be a challenge. You know, when you're sitting in a hospital bed in your living room for months and months and can't walk, you worry about a guy like that he's super intelligent and just a go-getter, always going 100 miles an hour, and to be limited like that, you know, we were really worried. But he has stayed positive, and I'm sure he's had his down days, but he stays super positive and is just very, very thankful to be here, you know, knowing what the outcome would have been.
You often talk about the person that goes through the accident, but sometimes don't talk enough about the spouse or the helper. How's she doing? She's
doing great too. She's taken everything on, and it's kind of the same attitude that they're just so thankful that he's here. You know, it could have been very different, and thankfully he's able to get through, and he started therapy. He put some weight on his legs last week for the first time. He's going to be at the benefit tomorrow night, so we're super excited. His kids have been helping, and he's got a 14-year-old, 12-year-old, and twin little 7-year-old girls. So he's got some help at home to help him get what he needs and kind of get through. But yeah, his attitude has just been amazing. Both he and Brianna have just been amazing through the whole thing.
What a story. Obviously, you can see the benefit information here. Tell us what's happening, if people, how they can help out.
Tomorrow night, 5 to 9 p.m. at the Holly Elementary School. We are having a ton of silent auction items, your usual gift cards and restaurant things like that. But we have some big ones. We have a LASIK eye surgery package. We have a wedding venue from the Green Garden Farm worth $3,000. A private airplane ride for a couple people to go up and kind of take a tour of the area if they want to. Diamond watch from Riddles. An escape room birthday party package. So a lot of really fun, kind of big items too. Some kids activities. We're going to have games for kids to kind of keep them occupied while mom and dad are shopping through the silent auction items, and then a spaghetti feed that's a free will offering as well.
Nice. And just because I think Lend a Hand Up does such great work, tell about how you partner with them and how they help make an impact.
They've been amazing. So when the whole thing happened, initially everybody just said in our office, what can we do? What can we do? And obviously wanting to help with everything that we could. And we've got a huge network of people there where, you know, real estate agents know somebody everywhere in town, you know, and there's a lot of us there. So somebody said, you know, let's call Lend a Hand Up. So I got in contact with Gina there, and they were just amazing. We got the account set up and got everything rolling. She he was answering emails at 8 o'clock at night so that we could get it. It was right before Thanksgiving, and she's answering emails at night right before Thanksgiving so we could get everything out on social media and kind of get the push going. And it's just been amazing to partner with them with the help that they have. And obviously the match that they do a 20% match up to a $5,000 donation. So that's a huge, huge help for us. So
Yeah. Well, let Kristen and Sammy know they're in our prayers, will you?
you bet. Thank you.
Good luck tomorrow night. All right, stay with us. We got much more coming up right after this.